Some days ago, I saw a post from the Ike that was in Big Brother Nigeria at one point. I saw a post from him where he said, I had more money before I got into the Big Brother Nigeria house than after I came out of the house. Now, he probably exaggerated a little bit, but when I heard it, I was like, I'm still talking about this on my YouTube channel. So that's what this video is about. In this video, we're going to talk about how being popular or being famous could slow down your success or could stop you from being successful. So keep watching. Now, is popularity bad or is being famous bad? In the direct sense, it is not. It is amazing, in fact. I think it comes with a lot of opportunities. It also makes you feel better about yourself. In some way, it improves your self-esteem. In some very superficial way, it improves your self-esteem. And it puts you in a situation where you have so many opportunities, or at least that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, there are so many musicians that are rich and are also popular. You get? So it's not saying if you're popular, that stops you from being rich, you understand? There's so many rich popular musicians, rich popular actors, and rich popular people in so many other fields, right? But the type of popularity that I think is bad or that can be detrimental is the kind of popularity where you're this popular but you're not getting opportunities that match that popularity, you understand? Or when you're this popular but your money is not this much or something like that. You know, your money is not on the same level as the kind of popularity you have. I think in that situation now, there can be a problem because sometimes you can be thrown into a situation where you're this popular, but you can't take advantage of that popularity, or you're not ready to convert that popularity into success. You understand? That's the kind of popularity I want to talk about. We have clearly seen Twitter influencers who have thousands of followers, right? But they don't really have much to show for it. But then there are also people on Twitter who have 1,000 followers. But they are rich, they have successful businesses, and you don't even hear them make noise online. You understand? So what I'm trying to talk about in this video now is the 3 disadvantages of popularity that could slow you down and keep you from being successful. And I also talk about a way that I feel, we can solve this issue. I'm not popular or famous, I've not gone through, that kind of thing. But I mean, from my observations and studies, I feel like there are some ways we can use to solve them. So I'm going to talk about the 3 disadvantages right now. Number 1 is you are in a social trap. A social trap in what sense? A social trap in the sense that you now have a standard that you have to live up to. Now, this can be a good thing or a bad thing, right? It's a good thing if you have the money to live up to that standard. It's a good thing if you actually love that standard that has been set for you by the society. Then it is amazing. But if you're broke and you don't have that kind of money, then you end up spending so much money buying things or trying to look some type of way when it is not, in your budget. You end up going to parties you don't necessarily want to go to, but it is a kind of gathering that people like you or your type of person or, somebody as popular as you should go for. You end up going to that party. If you didn't want to go, you end up wasting your time. If you don't have the money, you end up wasting your money, and hence you're in a social trap where you're doing things that you personally don't want to do, but you have to do because of the noise, because of, what would people say, what will my fans say, and all that. I feel like that's one big disadvantage of being popular, especially when your popularity is not on the same level as your success. Number 2 is it affects your mental health. And this is a very underrated aspect. I feel like most fans just forget that celebrities or popular people are human beings too. We just expect them to be used to the noise and to the bans and insults. But last, these people are still human beings too, right? They are still human beings and they still go through all these challenges. They still have, they still feel bad about the things they read. You understand? Obviously, somebody who is a little bit popular will get used to it with time, but you cannot 100% get used to being insulted, especially when the comments are extremely wrong and just insultive. So it affects your mental health. If you're somebody who has achieved popularity to an extent, one big disadvantage is how negatively it can affect your mental health. You can be a very strong person, but if you're exposed to 200, 300, 400 negative comments about you, it can be very harmful to your mental health. Number 3 is it prevents a lot of opportunities. Now, remember at the beginning, I said I'm talking about people who are this popular but don't have this much success or don't have this much money. Now, if you are this popular, right, and you're not getting the opportunities that you should get for that popularity, right, the smart thing to do is to go into other opportunities, right? Because if you're at this level, there are tons of businesses that you can invest in and all that. But the fact that you're this popular, there are now a lot of businesses that you can't do. You get? businesses that if you go into, people will be like, I'm on a wow, and that's when you take hard for you get, why would he or why would she do this kind of thing at this point? Now that is a big disadvantage, because if you're at this level and you're not getting these big opportunities that you should be getting, and then you also cannot go for the smaller opportunities, then what will you be doing? You get, you're trapped. Okay, I don't blow, but I know they get endorsements or this and this and this. Okay, what are the little businesses I can do? You still cannot do those ones, and that is messed up, right? That's messed up, and that is a very big trap. Now, how to fix this problem? I feel like there are so many quick fixes for all these things. There are so many shortcuts of do this, do that. Don't use social media in the morning, or ignore them. You're waiting, they're talking. All those quick fixes. But I feel like the most long-term way of fixing this problem is you need to change your philosophy. I'm saying you because I believe everybody watching the channel, you are trying to blow now, Abi. All of us, they try blow. So this video is for when you don't blow, or if you have already blown up. The point is, you need to change your philosophy. You need to change your outlook on the whole being popular thing. You get, you being popular is amazing, right? But you're not putting your life in someone else's hands. It is still your life. It is still your life. Nobody's feeding you. You can have 1 million followers, but that doesn't mean you have 1 million friends. You get, it's very different. People don't follow people on social media because they like them. I mean, come on. If it's like that, then all your comments will be positive comments. No, people follow you because either they hate you, they're interested in you, they want to see you fail. Obviously, there are a lot of people who like you, who are among those followers, a lot. But the point I'm trying to make is, understand that it is your story. You don't blow, no me say your life is automatically in the hands of other people. No, it is still your own story. So once you understand that it is your story now, it solves a lot of problems. Now you can go for opportunities that on a normal day you'd be like, oh, I'm waiting, they could talk. You disregard that talk, you do what you want to do. Once you understand that it is your story. The whole social trap problem, it also fixes that. If you don't want to go for a party, or you can't afford to go for a party, you no go am. You cannot buy these clothes, you cannot buy this. You no go buy them because you understand that it is your own story. And then for the mental health aspect, I feel like the whole thing is really just reducing your social media usage. You understand? Reducing your social media usage as much as you can. If you're going online on social media, it's because you want to post something. You can spend a few minutes, 30 minutes online, laughing, then go offline for your own peace of mind, honestly. Because social media is a jungle, and it's not for the weak-minded. So I feel like that's just the simple way to fix it. You need to change your philosophy. That's the long-term way to fix this whole problem. If this video made any sense, please click on the like button. If it made no sense, tell me in the comment section. And if you like more videos like this about improving your finances as a young Nigerian, improving the way you think, improving your social skills and social interactions, then click on subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Go be.